You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast, hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.
Welcome to another episode of Oversaturated, the podcast where we discuss music, movies, pop culture, and everything in between. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Ralph.
Welcome to episode number 263.
263. I am just simply Ralph Homie Kwan this week.
I love it, man. Listen, new listeners, please follow us on all social media. Facebook, just search Oversaturated, the podcast. X is Oversat Podcast. Instagram is Oversat the Podcast. And our email is oversatpodcast@gmail.com. And please be sure to check out our website, oversatthepod.com. Anything you need to know about OS is there.
Yes, sir. If you want to follow us individually, I am the Mind of Ralph across your social media platforms.
On X, I'm JON2_B. On Instagram, I'm JBS_ESL_AAMU. Also, special shout out to WDJYFM 99.1 in Atlanta.
ATL, ho.
Shout out to OS Gang down there in Georgia, man. Ralph. We're back. Live, not in the studio side by side. The weather being kind of crazy outside, but you know, we're still here though. We're still here.
Yeah, man. The weather is extremely bipolar because it rained, then it snowed.
Yeah.
So, rain, snow, freezing temps, that's not necessarily the best driving, weather.
Facts.
So, I was like, God damn it. Like it was so much, we're ready to pod as always, but the gift, the content guys blessed us this week, with a few things, you know what I'm saying? So we'll get to that later in the show. But Johnny.
Yeah, man.
Johnny. How you doing, man?
Look, we talked about this in pre-production, but I'm better now. Listen, man, I've been hearing a lot about different bugs and viruses and all these illnesses going around, and I didn't call a variation of all of it. I feel like, but fortunately, I'm better now. So, man, I'm just trying to stay hydrated and just rest as much as I can. So that's yay for me. Round of applause. But man, I went to the Tyler concert last week. Out in Kansas City. Fire concert, man. Listen, Tyler, I feel like Tyler always puts on a great stage show, and the fact that he's able to, I guess, up the ante, if you will, being a single man show, I think is dope. It's super dope. He had two opening acts. He had a group called Paris, Texas. They're more of a rock alternative. I don't want to say heavy metal, soft metal, hip hop fusion type of group. They were pretty dope. I had never heard of them.
Okay.
But they were cool, and I looked them up on Apple Music, and they're a fairly new group. They didn't have any music older than like 2021, I think. So it was dope. It was dope to see them. Lil Yachty, I think I've said
Lil Yachty opened. That's what's up.
Yeah, I think I've said this, but I'm gonna say it again. Lil Yachty music really ain't for me. So
how was performance though?
The performance was okay. Like he didn't have like a stage design. It was just a square stage, the same stage that Paris, Texas performed on. Just walking back and forth. Stage presence was okay. But again, I think you have to be a fan of Lil Yachty's music to to truly feel it, to truly feel the performance. Me, I was like, it's cool. Like, it's all right, cool. That's what's up.
No, I'm not copping please because I'm not a fan by any stretch of the imagination, but I definitely think he's a festival artist. And Tyler have been, in both worlds, having festival experience and being able to curate his own arena tours. I think, ups the ante for what he does in his shows. But Yachty ain't. I don't think Yachty has ever had an arena tour by himself or damn near headlining or anything. So, you know, that's just, you know, the optics.
And I thought about that too during his performance. I was like, well, I've never heard Lil Yachty shit, honestly, being on tour, if I'm being honest.
No, he be turning the festivals
the festival circuit, absolutely.
He be killing them.
He could go out there, do his 35-minute set and be gone, which is essentially what this was, and his was 45 minutes here. So it was like, damn, this is kind of a stretch. So because in the beginning it was like, all right, let's see what he about, but by like the 20-25 minute mark, I was like, all right, we can wrap this up. So you know, it was cool. It was cool. Not for me, but it was cool. But Tyler, though, he had the Chromacopia stage, then he had his B stage. The B stage was set up like a kind of like a music room, living room type of situation. We had a record player in the middle, couch, end tables, things like that, and he had a box full of records, like vinyl records, and this was the point in the show where he will perform his old songs, right, from previous projects. So every time he will perform from a specific album, he will pull the record out and put the record on the record player, and then just do a medley of, you know, hits and B-sides. Yeah, like it was dope. Like showmanship, man, showmanship.
Yeah. So Chromacopia was like stage A, and then everything else was.
Yep. And then he had a bridge that lowered. So the bridge was like, we couldn't even see the bridge at first, but the bridge lowered, and that's when he like moved from the Chromacopia stage to the B stage. And while he's on the bridge, you know, he's performing different songs on that too. So this transition was real smooth. Like it was really dope. And the one song that surprised me the most that went stupid at the concert, Balloon with Doechii. Song went absolutely nuts. I'm talking all the pyrotechnics, all the fireworks. He even had it was a video of Doechii performing her song that he played in the background, you know, while he on stage doing his thing. Like it was fire. Yeah, man, he ran through like the first half of the album kind of quick too. Like I'm talking about just like how you hear it on the album, the transition, everything. Same thing, like live, it was dope. It was super dope. So again, man, I definitely want to shout out Tyler, the creator. Chromacopia tour, man. Go, you know, if you can, go check it out. It was fire. It was super fire.
Since you were in the city of Kansas City, Missouri, how did that go over? You know, once
you know what's funny? they have what's called the Power Light District or something like that. That's kind of similar to Ballpark Village, but it's bigger and they have a bigger outside area. They had actually I think this was the first year for that. They had a Verizon Fan Fest where they had a big screen set up outside. People could pay to get in to actually, you know, just be out there and watch the game, experience the game together. We were going to do it, but I was I don't want $50 for that.
Outside is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, and it was cold.
I'm about to say in Kansas. That was about. I was about to say, time out. Wait, wait a minute, brother.
Oh, but listen, it was packed though. It was packed. Now, what I will say is, by halftime, that bitch was cleared out because I could see it from the hotel we were staying at. Oh yeah, it was great. Like that was funny. I love it. So that pretty much deflated the, you know, the sense of you know, the electricity in the city. It's just absolutely. Like the day before, we was out just walking around scoping, you know, just hitting up different stores and stuff, and the buzz, it was lit. Like it was lit. People, you could genuinely feel the excitement off the Kansas City residents. But boy, oh boy, by the time we left that Monday, talk about the deflation.
Yeah.
It was hilarious, bro.
Yeah,
it was hilarious. Look, I'm here. I'm
shout out to the Chiefs fans, man. Hey, man, you can't win them all, baby. Hey, man, listen, this coming from a Patriot fan. Hey, man, sometimes you win some, you lose some, baby. Hey, you can't win them all, though. You can't win them all.
Okay.
And what did I tell y'all on what is this, 263? What is this?
This is 263.
This 263. What did I tell you on 262? What was gonna happen? Himothy, big dude. He was calling the game. Like, hey, you think Tom Brady was gonna call his own demise? Fuck no, no. Did y'all read the script?
Right.
The script never.
Fails, man.
The script never fails, baby. You think Tom Brady? No, that would have been the game Tom Brady called off. He wasn't finna say. He wasn't
would've-
finna say,
he
"Oh,
would've left for halftime.
yeah, 3 feet." No, that's not how the game works, bro. That's not how the game works.
It's funny because I read something where the Chiefs tried to borrow the trademark from 3P or something because somebody else like an NBA owner or something owns the 3P trademark or something like that.
Either
They tried
probably
to
the
lease
Lakers
it.
or Bulls, probably one of them.
Something.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. That's crazy. Hey man, look, we here now, baby. Shout out to Jalen Hurts and the Eagles.
Right. Shout out to Jalen Hurts.
Saquon, I love it, man.
Good underdog story, man. But nah, I have nothing to report, man. I'm just happy that we didn't have to deal with a whole week of that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, 2 weeks of that. Like I did not want to deal with that. But 2 weeks. Hey,
That's
man.
That's right.
So what we doing? Off the dome?
Off the dome.
Johnny.
Yeah.
Movie related, man.
Okay.
What's the latest movie that you watched and you kind of poke holes in it from a nostalgic standpoint?
Let me think.
I'm finna tear through a film because I watched it last night. I was high as hell, respectfully.
I was gonna say,
oh no, this killed. Like, oh, the movie should have never happened. Going off of how logic is set up.
Oh, that's crazy. Man, I ain't even outside of Captain America. I haven't even watched.
That's what I'm saying.
Recently, I ain't even do it. I ain't even did it. But go ahead.
Okay, Sister Act 2. Come to the front. Come to the
Uh-oh.
front. I know we love the film, you know, the inner city youth get to sing and dance and all that shit. But you talk about the plot holes. First of all, in the first film, she was a snitch. Technically, she snitched on the mob boss.
Facts. I remember that.
Why is Dolores Van Cartier not in witness protection? So she's just out. She's just outside. Like gallivanting there. Like, that's what's up. Like I thought if you snitched on the mob boss, you gotta go over there, baby. Switch your name. You can't. Like she went back to the life that she knew. That's the first plot hole. Second plot hole, Lauryn Hill. Everybody loved Lauryn Hill and all that. You know she dropped out of school because she didn't want to really pay attention to a teacher. Like think about this. Like she left class because she felt betrayed by her friends for wanting to behave in school. And she dropped out for a few days over a music class. Nigga. Like she was a good student and everything else, but the music class was what, you know what? I don't think I want to be in school no more. Nigga! Like, what white man wrote this movie? Like, I just want to know what
That's crazy.
Like, inner city youth, what do they do? What do they like? Music. Let's make them pay attention in music class. Like,
that's insane.
It's nasty. If you keep watching, you like, hold on, man. And then how was she this big? Like she sang in front of the Pope. Why is the Pope not doing or making, some type of it's like why you can't call somebody? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the Pope, you sang in front of the Pope. Why is y'all school about to get shut down? Like y'all sang in front of the Pope last movie. Like that's crazy. Like I'm really trying to make it make sense, bro. For two,
right? Me too.
We love that movie for 2 songs. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like that shit crazy.
Jesus Christ! Oh my God! Wow. I mean, look, the songs had to be that fire though. Look at that.
The songs was fire. They remixed Joyful Nigga, it was up. Like we was just like, oh, that's what's up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
This is great. I don't need no other plot details.
Man, what? You start thinking about it, you're like, hold on, babe. Wait a minute. Because the first movie was so like it really was rooted in reality. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you know what I'm saying? She might snitch on the mob boss. We might have to put her in the convent. Ain't nobody gonna find her there. And then we start figuring out like people, crooked cops and all kind of stuff. Okay, cool. Good movie. The second movie, we just said, hey, you know what? We gonna lean into these songs, baby. Like we just gonna remix these songs.
This is a musical now.
That's pretty much what it was. I was like, oh man, this is crazy.
Wow. Okay. Well, now that I'm here, now I just watched this movie last night and I can't really think of no plot holes. I watched the first Mission Impossible last night for the first time in like forever. Like forever.
That joint about a smooth 30 years old.
Man, came out in 96. So yeah.
29. Okay.
I mean, look, Just I don't really have any plot holes. Like I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell if the man that old boy that framed him from the beginning, and I couldn't tell if that was his wife that was working with Ethan. Like I couldn't tell if that was his wife. So that's like a plot hole for me. But then just the use of technology. Like it was. I know it was 96, but like that, like looking back on it almost 30 years later, it's like, oh, this is insane.
We're gonna talk about some movies that came out in 2025 and what they looking like. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
But yeah, man, that's crazy. Yeah. Okay. So for my off the dome, mine's is music related. And I actually seen, so I get these ads on Instagram of like different card games and things like that, like Aux Wars and all this kind of stuff. Yeah. But I seen one of these games, and I don't remember the name of the game, but it had this question that I'm going to pose to you.
Okay.
Which is the better song?
Okay.
Back That Ass Up or Wipe Me Down? Better song. Now for me, I'm gonna be 100 with you. This was real easy for me. If we talking better song, not better impact, better song. For me, Wipe Me Down is the superior song of the two. Now I want to
explain. I know you want to explain, right?
Oh, So I thought, okay, yeah. Let me explain. So Wipe Me Down is a better song than Back That Ass Up, right? Now, Back That Ass Up, we all know what it does spiritually for women. We know what time it is when we hear it, but I feel like Wipe Me Down has the better lead-in like verse, has the better quotables. And I think out of both songs, all verses are known versus Back That Ass Up. Now again, we all know what Back That Ass Up does. When we know what it's going to do when it comes on. We know what's going to happen when it comes on. But Wipe Me Down as a song, I feel like more people when it comes on are going to rap the verses of this song. And dance, of course. But I'm hearing more people rap Wipe Me Down versus Back That Ass Up.
That's fair. I was trying to formulate an argument, and I hated the premise of the question because I don't think those two songs would have matched up. But going off the matchup, Wipe Me Down, Wipe Me Down. It's like Wipe Me Down should be like with another like swag type of song in that area, like in that space. Like that's like those are two different Negro spirituals for two different reasons. Like, you know what I'm saying? And maybe that's what it is. I was like, but
and two different eras.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of like, but I guess they're considered guys too because they're always going to be in somebody's DJ mix, party mix, aux mix, whatever, right?
Absolutely.
But I mean, yeah, Wipe Me Down does have the quotables. It was actually attacked as a remix, and it has other verses and things like that. So, you know, those are qualifying features, like, you know, qualifying things. You know what I'm saying? Because it was technically Juvenile song with a little bit of Manny and a little bit of Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't made in that way, but I mean, you definitely got Fox, Webby, and, you know, Boosie. I mean, hey, it's
and the thing about the thing about the remix of Wipe Me Down is that's the one we recognize. We don't even recognize the original. Like, I think a lot of people still don't know the version with Boosie is a remix. Like, I think a lot of people still don't realize that.
And it's not Boosie's, and it's not Boosie's song. Fact. It's actually Trill Fam, or if you want to say Fox to be technical.
Right. Exactly. And a lot of people still don't know that. It's crazy.
It's okay. Like, I'm not here to educate. You know what I'm saying? We just here to talk. Like, I don't know.
Right. That's right.
I don't know. But yeah, people, that was off the dome, man. What's a movie that you went back and watched and, you know, you just tore through the plot because of nostalgia? You know what I'm saying?
And then what's the better song? Back That Ass Up or Wipe Me Down? Let us know.
OS Gang, what's happening? Family and kin folk. We got a few topics here on the OS News docket for the week. It's been a while, but I don't know where we should start. I think we should start with what's going to get, you know, the people going. What's provocative? that goddamn Super Bowl halftime show. Like, I mean, we missed last week, and it's kind of been talked about and dissected. The Easter eggs have even been dissected by new rock stars. Nasty work, but hey, it is what it is.
I like it. I like it. Shout out to
No,
the
I
lady
ain't
that's
hate.
out there.
I don't hate on new rock stars.
Yeah.
It's just the point that we're over. Like that's where we at with it now. I was like,
this is them trying to cross over to new audiences.
That's that cringe. But
because the same girl, she broke down the Not Like Us music video too.
No, I'm hip. And maybe, just maybe, we'll get to a nuanced conversation about that in just a minute. But definitely, Johnny, what do you have to say about Kendrick Lamar performing at the Super Bowl halftime show?
Shoot, I don't even know where to begin. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So,
did you enjoy it?
Yes, I'll speak for myself first. Okay. I personally enjoyed it. I did enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
I was not as enthused about some of the song choices, especially in the beginning, but the overall, I guess, theme messaging, like, it's what I've come to expect from a Kendrick Lamar performance.
Mm-hmm.
So I enjoyed it because that's what I expect from Kendrick.
Mm-hmm.
So I liked it. I really liked it.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it ended strong. I thought it ended really strong.
Oh no, it ended real strong. But I enjoyed it. It was definitely something. He was just trying to tell a story. Yeah. This is the thing. I enjoyed the performance. I don't think there's any qualifiers, any outliers for it. I enjoyed it. There was some songs that I felt that probably shouldn't have been there. Maybe, possibly, hey, it is what it is.
True.
However, Kendrick has always done him, no matter the stage. So I can't get with the idea of he should have done this or he should have done that. We talking about it, and this is well over a week now. Like, you know what I'm saying? We still having conversations about it. And it's been broke down on ESPN. It's been broke down on New Rock Stars and multiple other internet and social media and even big media platforms. So I think the job was done. And I don't know. I guess we can get to those nuanced conversations. I'm not even trying to mention Drake at this point just yet. Yeah. But social media outcry for this performance have had mixed reviews. Some people said they loved it. Some people hated it. Some people thought it was boring. I think the bigger audiences, like the more mainstream audience, was kind of confused as to what was going on.
Of course.
I don't know. I'm in the thing of, like, I've been watching other people perform for years, and I ain't know what the fuck was going on or know none of them songs. Why should Kendrick get up there and perform all the songs that he feel that his mainstream audience should know?
Yeah,
I'm in that space.
It's funny because, and I feel like we say this every year, but certain demographics of people will always find something to be upset, nitpick, not like, right? And Kendrick is one of those artists that, yeah, he has the songs to appeal to the masses, but like you already said, he's going to do what he wants to do on his own time, right? So with Kendrick Lamar being at a particular point in his career where, yes, he's going to use all black dancers, he's going to perform the songs that he wants to perform that's probably not from before 2017. I don't know. Like, he's going to perform all his newer songs, especially with an album that just came out. He's going to save the biggest hits for last. I think it was very smart of him to allude to doing Not Like Us throughout the set and then doing it toward the end. I thought that was dope. Yeah. So people are just going to find things to really to be upset and nitpick about. Like, yeah, he didn't perform how or the songs that you wanted him to perform, but that doesn't mean you can't enjoy what he did. I don't understand that part. Just because he didn't do what you expected him to do doesn't make the performance trash.
This is my thing, right? And I wish we had like a solidarity amongst black people about certain things.
True.
I enjoyed that black ass performance, regardless of if I ain't know the songs or not.
That's
Fuck the dumb shit. Like I'm just happy it was black. Black is black.
yes,
It was people there with
yes.
grills, crumping,
All kind
crip
of
walking,
shit.
all that. Man, listen,
Laying on street lights, all kind of shit. Like it was crazy. It was dope.
I enjoyed that black ass performance. You got the biggest tennis star of all time over there crip walking on a street, on a folk made street light, a fake street light. I am cool with that. People mad at it. People was like, "Oh, that's Drake." I don't care. It's a double entendre and everything, right?
Hey, lowest the keys.
It's a bar and everything. Like,
that might have been a triple. That might have been a triple entendre, low key. Like it's dope. It's dope to see regardless. Let's not even say it was Serena. Whoever, it could have been Rihanna. It could have been any black woman up there crip walking to that shit.
Nah,
it would have been dope.
That's a Drake X too. You got to use another woman. Like you know what I'm saying? any Drake woman, any chick Drake that Drake has dated. That no, you don't give the incels another reason to like hate, right? And I think having Samuel Jackson was one of the biggest flexes.
Absolutely.
Just narrating it, and he really was telling the story. Like now, that's something you may not get off top. You know, of course, that's something I probably went back. I was like, okay, I see what's going on, and it made me appreciate the performance even that much more. But I'm talking about my first initial watch. I was definitely entertained.
Same, and this is how I know people only listen and watch to react versus sitting and actually enjoying. Like you said, I'm glad you said this. Like you enjoy the black performance, like because it was black. It was black. And the Sam Jackson's role as Uncle Sam, it was basically, and this is all from me watching it one time, was Uncle Samuel Jackson was portraying the United States or the man or whatever, pretty much telling the black person how he should or should not move throughout America. And what Kendrick Lamar did was use that. He took that and displayed that throughout his music, like with his songs. Like that in itself was just fire as a performance altogether. Like even if Not Like Us wasn't like the second to last song, like this whole thing still would have been fire just from a storytelling perspective. Like it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. And I've seen a lot of people say it was boring and things like that, but I was trying to figure out like what is he supposed to do? Like that's a lot of ground to cover when you are not a dancer. Like you know what I'm saying? That's a lot of ground to cover. Because let's keep the thou out. Did you see Beyonce's Christmas performance?
I did.
I was about to say, what's the difference?
Right. She did.
Like she used as much space as she could. She did not dance that much this time because she let everybody else do the heavy lifting. She was singing. Beyonce is Beyonce, but I'm just trying to compare what was the last biggest performance that the NFL allowed in their stadium, which was Beyonce on Christmas Day. And if you want to go back to Usher, people had mixed feelings about what he did. Like, you know what I'm saying? As black as that was. It was black to me.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Listen, y'all go complain us into a Mayo SuperBowl halftime show next year. And this is the thing.
That's absolutely happening next year.
Halftime shows were never designed for you to stay right there in front of the TV. You were supposed to go to the store and get some more chips or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what you did.
Or the kids get a beer, something like, come on,
bro. Now. Like people weren't really paying attention to halftime show. Then it just became more and more of a pageantry type of event over time. Yeah. And now it's like we criticize all these artists and all these artists of color that been kind of putting on. You know what I'm saying? I ain't the biggest Weekend guy, but he did what he was supposed to do when he had it. Then Rihanna did, not even Rihanna. It was the LA crew.
Yeah.
Then you had Rihanna. Then you had Usher. Now you got Kendrick Lamar. I mean, listen, bro. Hey, be damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Oh, big facts. And going back to the technical piece that you mentioned, the fact that Kendrick Lamar was able to cover as much ground as he did. Now, I know a lot of performances in the past, I think, were either lip sync or a mixture of live and lip syncing. But Kendrick Lamar, his mic was on the entire time. with very minimal backtrack. Like this is him actually performing all of these songs for what 13, 14 minutes while maneuvering back and forth, doing theatrics, popping up from below the camera type, like all kind of
and changing lyrics here and there, and some of them were, and some of these have been performed new. I didn't think I would ever hear Peekaboo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't think I would go hear him do that, or Man in the Garden. I didn't expect to hear.
I definitely didn't think Man in the Garden. Yeah, I didn't expect Man in the Garden at all.
Euphoria, Man in the Garden, and Peekaboo. I did not think. Honestly, those probably shouldn't have been there. And I like, I love Euphoria, especially Man in the Garden. Peekaboo, I let it play sometimes. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to cut that one on.
Right, yeah.
But the Not Like Us being mixed in, that was like the way Sam like brought it in. That was effortless. Like I loved it. It was beautiful. It was masterful.
For sure.
And then TV Off, I did not expect that to be like that type of song. Like you know what I'm saying?
TV Off,
yeah. I didn't. I mean, I listen to it all the time, so don't understand that point. But for it to ring off, I'm like, ooh,
low key, like, it might have been a little harder to Not Like Us.
It was because it's how they mixed it in, man. And like you went straight to I guess you would say the climax or the apex of the song.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. I'm like, that shit was tough. Like, I don't know what people wanted. Like, I don't know what people wanted. And now we have to address the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Or the owl in the room. I'm not sure how you want to do that. But it's just with the UMG lawsuit, Drake looming. Do you think that, I enjoy seeing Kendrick up there doing his thing and somewhat kicking Drake's back in, but, some people said he made it about Drake. How do you feel about that conversation?
Yes, we know Not Like Us is about Drake. Cool. But outside of the 2 or 3 times he alluded to doing Not Like Us and actually performing Not Like Us, none of the rest of that performance was about Drake.
Well, Euphoria.
And Euphoria.
I would say TV Off is a sub dish, but that's me though.
Okay, even if that's the case, what's that? That's still not half. Is that half? Would that be half the performance out of the 14 minutes? That's 7 minutes.
It's not. I wouldn't get that. It's like a third. Like a third. A lot of his new recent bar heavy material, whatever you want to say, even if it's Not Like Us, has been addressed to Drake, or somewhere in that space. So it's cool narrative. It's a cool narrative to have, but he still did the Super Bowl, my nigga. I'm about to say,
even if that's the case, so why does it matter? Guess who's not going to perform at the Super Bowl? And Drake already, I guess, apparently Drake already has been offered the Super Bowl 2 or 3 times, and he declined it, so he not gonna do it.
And this is the thing, right? And it's kind of tying both of them together, right? Like, shout out to Kendrick, 5-time Grammy winner for one of the biggest records of all time, right?
For sure.
But was he not supposed to perform that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if he performed it, you know what I'm saying? Now we're having the conversations we're having. If he didn't perform it, it's because he was scared of Drake and the lawsuit.
Yep.
So it's a lose-lose for Kendrick, and I'm glad that he kind of marches to the beat of his own drum. He doesn't get up there and play favorites or politics, it seems like, because if I'm getting on the Super Bowl stage, I'm running down my biggest joints. Not my newest joints, my biggest joints.
Biggest, yeah.
And that was like a lot of the blowback, if you will, for him performing. Like he didn't run through all of his hits. He left some on the table, which is like, it is what it is with that. And I think that's kind of getting to where we've had these conversations before Jay-Z and Rock Nation even thought about partnering with the NFL, right?
Yeah.
What rappers can do the Super Bowl? What does their set list look like? Do they perform the songs that are very, very, very important to the culture, or do they perform their hits? Because their hits are not a true indication of where their talent got them to their Super Bowl, right? Because we have said Outkast, we have said other people. I said Jay-Z couldn't do it because he's not gonna do Where I'm From if he goes up there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's not gonna do Allure. He's not gonna do Diamonds Remix. He's not gonna do these songs. Like, so get that out of your brain. You know what I'm saying? But Kendrick just showed us something different. Either you go up there and do you and deal with the backlash, or you go up there and do your best 12. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true. And honestly, if we think about Drake doing a halftime performance, he's not going up there and doing
None of your
shoot
none of that
any rapping rap joints.
None of that hookah lounge shit you like. He's gonna do he's gonna do one dance. He's gonna do the song Work with Rihanna. He's gonna do those big monstrous hits. And sometimes those just don't fall into rap.
It's true.
Are we wanting Drake to go out there and be Lemon Pepper Freestyle Drake? You know what I'm saying? Like 9 a.m. in Charlotte or whatever the fuck the shit, 9 a.m. in Dallas. Like, is he gonna go out there and do that? No, he's not.
No, not at all.
He's gonna do them big joints.
Not at all.
And listen, there's another point too, right? Mm-hmm. And I thought about this. I thought about this real tough the other day off the edible. I was like, hey, he got up there and got washed by Kanye. Remember when they did that the Free Larry Hoover concert?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So you want that on the Super Bowl stage? Hey,
that is a great
Kanye point. Dog walked him that day. It wasn't close. Point. Like people hate Kanye so much that you forget that Kanye is literally the only person from hip hop that can go over to the Super Bowl and do it. We just don't trust Kanye with that much airtime.
Definitely not.
I don't trust Kanye with that much.
If Kendrick can do that, imagine what Kanye would get up there and do. Nah. No. I'm trying not
to fanboy too much, right? I can't rock with the new Ye, but I was just talking about catalog. That's a no-brainer. Like
that's facts,
bro. It's not.
That was a great point.
And I'm talking about Dolo. Like he don't need nobody.
Nobody. No, we ain't talking about no guest appearances.
No guest appearance.
I don't want nobody from Chicago. I don't want nobody. I want good music. Nobody.
He sold out
by himself.
He sold out listening sessions for an album in a stadium.
That wasn't even out. Wasn't even out.
He was mixing, mastering it in the back before they played it. Before they played it in the stadium. And people showed up. I'm sorry. We was talking about Kendrick Drake, but people don't talk about that Free Larry Hoover concert as an indication of what the Super Bowl halftime could look like, right? For Drake.
All about that. Wow. So okay, real quick. Mm-hmm. I saw a lot of people saying that they really should have booked Wayne for this. And I just I saw those and I laughed so hard, bro. I cried laughing because Wayne wouldn't have even gotten off the letter X without being out of breath, bro. It's no way.
And this is the other thing. When we get to the conversation of hits, do you want to play favorites and respectability politics to the mainstream whites, or do you stay true to a catalog that's like you can perform really, really well? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And Lil Wayne's biggest hits, we don't want to hit them shits. Like How to Love,
I'm not trying to hear Lollipop. I'm not trying to hear that.
And listen, this is somebody who's a Wayne fan. I'm probably a Wayne fan more than I am with these other niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're keeping it that out. But I'm just talking about you got How to Love, Lollipop, what maybe Mirror with Bruno Mars. That's a big song for him. I don't know. And then you go on feature runs and stuff. I don't know what a Wayne Super Bowl set list. Like I can make one, but I'm just I'm trying to freestyle it, so that's why it doesn't seem well. But it's like, Johnny, you want to hear Swag Surf freestyle, right? That shit ain't getting played in no goddamn Super Bowl, bro. Like if that's the logic.
I was surprised he did that at his Amazon show. I was surprised he did it there. So if I'm surprised he did it there, it's no way that's getting on the Super Bowl stage. It's no way.
Exactly.
No way.
And then we don't want to hear no new Wayne. Imagine if Wayne got up there and performed Carter 6 songs.
He got up there and performed some funeral songs. That's crazy.
No.
Don't do it. Don't do it, bro.
Don't do it. Absolutely not.
No, that's nasty. That's nasty.
Oh no, man. I think we touched on. I think majority of that, but I mean, Drake is still handling the fall off kind of crazy though. I mean, not the fall off, you know what I'm saying? Because he just dropped the album, and it's probably doing well. Mm-hmm. Now I know Johnny. Have you had a chance to hear anything or no? Like nothing. Like,
I've only heard like some of the snippets that people have put on like Instagram. Like,
okay,
so that's all I've heard of it.
yeah. I'll say this, right?
Yeah.
I have listened to the album, and I listened to it with the most unbiased, and I'm a Drake fan, so it's not like I'm coming in this trying to hate listen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's more of the same. And R&B Drake has never been my favorite Drake anyway. Like, I'm not a sing. Like, I've never been a fan of singing Aubrey. I've always said this.
Yeah.
Can he hold a little note after he hit a verse? You know what I'm saying? I'm with that.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like whole songs. Like, no,
Okay.
absolutely not. This album is just okay. It's okay. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I don't even know what to recommend like certain songs off of here because it feels like, remember how Her Loss sounded when you listen to it?
Yeah.
Like a whole bunch of like, this is cool, I guess. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all love it, if y'all like it, I love it, I guess. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the aim we going with. But it's just too many songs. It should be condensed down. Some of these songs are just vibe songs. It's like, but Drake, you should be making vibe music, bro. I don't want you to keep making microwave. This shit is only good for the weekend type of music. And the most that we go talk about is Give Me a Hug because you threw a shot at a rapper that doesn't rap.
right.
Like, it's cool. I get, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the thing, right? I never said nothing was wrong with Drake firing at people. But when people fire back and have opinions, dog, why does he always play victim when somebody says something against him when you play them games too? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got a fake Instagram page. First of all, you're 38. That's a young man's game. You know what I'm saying? 38? Young people do that. Like, my niece and my nephew do that. Shout out to y'all if y'all listen. But you know what I'm saying? They got Finsta pages. I didn't even know that was a thing. Like, I was like, oh, so you have another Instagram page? No, it's a Finsta. Okay, so another Instagram page, right? So Drake has another page where he's just posting like stuff to troll people. Like, that's weird to me.
And the point of having it is so that we don't know that it's you, right?
No, I mean, I don't know. I don't know them games because I don't play young niggas games.
Look, I'm trying to make it make sense too because I don't get it either.
Because he literally has a page, and it's him. Everybody knows that it's a Drake page.
That's
crazy. Like, he posted a video of Joe Budden. He's been posting pictures of Melissa Ford. He's posted a picture of Lucian Grange's daughter-in-law. He's posted a picture, pretty much the son's wife. Oh, okay. Like, and you posted a picture of Serena's ex-manager or something. Like, it's kind of weird. I don't know. But it's like, it's very meme and very like, hey, bro, you can't be out here playing them type of games. I feel like you should just address it with your chest. What's wrong with that at this point? Nothing's wrong with that. Say it with your chest, bro.
Well, the last time he did that, he got beat in a rap battle. So I don't think he'll be stepping out doing that again no time soon.
But see, this is the stuff that makes it hard for even me to be a fan. Like, it's some people that's gonna ride with you to death, and that's cool.
It's a lot of them out there because they came hard for this project.
No, bro. We're not gonna do this. This album is not that. Like, it's like I can go listen to some real R&B. Like, this ain't it. Like, this ain't setting. Who is this setting the mood for? Two dudes? Because it ain't nothing but you talking about like your heart being broken by some woman using you. Like, bro, we've been listening to that shit since. Bro, you ain't never in love. Like, you ain't never found the bitch yet. Like that. Like, I'm sorry.
I'm glad you said that because I saw something on the socials today that said so shout out to Young Deuces from Geek Set, right? Mm-hmm. He said he hasn't seen a woman talk positively about this project yet. And the name of this project, correct me if I'm wrong, is Some Sexy Songs for You. Mm-hmm. And nothing about this well, at least from what I'm hearing, because I haven't listened, nothing about this album is sexy.
The only song that everybody up in the room is Give Me a Hug, which is his long rap song on there. It's kind of like how Middle of Ocean was for Her Loss.
Okay, I got you.
Like a heavy sample song. Drake flow is Drake flow. Like, I mean, it's kind of like, God damn, that boy good. Like, you know what I'm saying? God damn, he good. Like, you know what I'm saying? That the little bullshit he do on that stuff, it's like, but even I can acknowledge that two things can be true, right? This song is good, but it's a lot of it's like how you didn't do nothing with it either. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool, bro, but it's so much could be done. But like something, it's like there's no growth here, bro. Like I feel like I've heard this "Give Me a Hug" 10 times before.
Got you.
Like give me a hug is a great. Remember how you get on me about it's a great display of rapping?
Yeah.
It's a great display of rapping. But they ain't like
it ain't
that's
nothing
it.
else. No substance.
He's talking about
nothing.
I mean, Drake's popping shit though. I ain't gonna lie, he popping this shit there, but it's like that ain't it. That ain't enough, bro.
So
like,
basically, what you're saying is, I only need to go listen to that song. Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much. Go listen, give me a hug and get like that's because I mean. I did it. Ralph did that, so hopefully you wouldn't have to go.
That's why I appreciate you, my boy. That's why I appreciate you. That's exactly why I appreciate you. Mm-hmm. But this the other thing. The hardest song you got on the album is called "Give Me a Hug." Who is that for? Who is it for?
The hoes. But these are supposed to be singles, like sexy songs. Like I thought you wanted to love. Like you didn't have to drop this on Love Day. You could have dropped this anytime.
You could have dropped a Lucy and been cool.
And that's why I feel bad for a lot of these people doing these partnerships or these collab albums with Drake, thinking they go get something, and it's just a whole bunch of like. Drake has missed 5 times, and I don't care what nobody say.
Damn.
Drake has missed every time since Scorpion, and Scorpion was listen, yeah. I'm barely giving Scorpion.
Bro, my sense of time it'd be so off because why in my brain I didn't calculate that it's been 5 projects since Scorpion.
Because he don't stop. Like that's the thing. He don't stop.
That is insane.
People give Drake too much credence because of the volume, and we thinking about back catalog with 2 or 3 good singles on every project, but the project falls flat though.
That's crazy. Damn, that's crazy. Damn, he become a mixtape Gucci in front of our eyes.
Don't be disrespectful to mixtape.
I'm just saying, pure volume, man. Out of the volume.
We respect you more for the volume than anything. Hey, I won't let you get that off. I know that was a good one. That was a good one. Hey, fuck all that. That was good. Fuck all that.
Hey man, I'm just saying that's nuts. Listen, he done bit every other rapper, so why not? Why not Gucci next? Shit, I don't know.
That's going back to Atlanta now. Hey,
see, look, Kendrick said it or Not Like Us. He said it.
Yeah. Well, hey man, go ahead.
So real quick, last point on I guess the whole Kendrick Drake thing.
Mm-hmm.
Did it feel like with the conclusion of the halftime Super Bowl performance, did it feel like the rap battle, the back and forth, finally came to a conclusion? Like, did it feel like that for you? Because to me, I feel like that was like the closing of the coffin, basically.
No.
Wow, really?
No, because like Kendrick said in Whacked Out Murals, and everybody just keep missing it. Hey, you've been putting money out here in the streets. Now I'm paraphrasing, I can't quote rap lyrics to save my life, but
yeah.
he said you put money out there in the streets. Now imagine that went to the wrong crash out. It's up forever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he said that in Whacked Out Murals. Like, because you gotta think about what that shit did with. I mean, now Nipsey, that was some street shit, apparently, right? But still, you don't know what that could have done in the wrong nigga's hands. So Kendrick said, no, it's up. It's like I'll take him to hell with me. You remember all them boys? Listen. Fuck that. Like, I'm gonna keep kicking this nigga back in. Fuck all that. We still gotta go to Toronto and do 2 shows. What you saying?
You're right.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's up. And speaking about beef that is eternal, rest in peace to Irv Gotti, man. Like, I'm sorry, man. Listen. Because I'll be damned if we had this whole hip hop conversation and not talk about a forefather, at least in our generation, right? Yeah. He is responsible for a lot of the rap that we consumed as kids. As shorties, the one what made us fall in love with hip hop on the mainstream level?
Yeah.
Irv Gotti was the one and putting that thing together. So rest in peace to Irv Gotti. He passed away at the tender age, I want to say I don't have it in front of me, but it was like 50 something. Like 53.
Yeah, it was born in 1970. So what is that? 55?
55, going on 55, 54,
Yeah.
55. It just turned 2025. So, but yeah, rest in peace to Irv Gotti, man. He was he's mogul and hip hop, legend. You know what I'm saying? Just everything he did with Murder Inc. and Ashanti and Ja Rule, and then the things that he did with Def Jam, putting Jay-Z on, producing for Jay-Z, putting DMX on, making DMX the star that he was. Like DMX had the talent, right? But he definitely quarterbacked that thing, man. So
for sure.
I just want to say rest in peace to Irv Gotti, bro.
Yeah, man, same. We had the discussion about certain music being the soundtrack to certain eras in your life. Irv Gotti definitely has definitely has a piece of that, especially in the early 2000s with the whole Murder Inc., Ja Rule, Ashanti, and all that. So definitely has a special place when it comes to music to me.
Yeah.
So definitely I want to say rest in peace to Irv Gotti as well, man.
Yeah. But one person that did say rest in peace is 50 Cent, since we talking about beef.
Hey, man,
now 50 said he was smoking on the pack. Hey, 50 been a wild boy these past few weeks on Instagram, man. I mean, he's always been wild, but just as of late, right?
Yeah.
I want to ask you this. Do you think it's distasteful for how 50 has carried said beef?
In with Irv Gotti's passing, yes. I do think it's nasty. I'm not gonna lie. Like, for whatever issues, beef, whatever that they had while Irv was alive, cool. But in death, I'm not saying like you can't negate things that happened in your past. I get it. Things happen, cool. But you could just shut up. You could just not do nothing. You can go on about your day and just, you can see the story, think your thoughts, and then just go. Like, you don't gotta do the extraness. You don't have to do that.
Yeah. I think my thing is, right? If you got beef with somebody and it's up like that, and y'all got problems, and that person dies, you can still feel the way you feel about them.
Well, true. No, I agree.
No, that's the thing. 50's feelings are valid, right? However he chooses to feel. It's just how you go to social media with it. I think that's the problem that I have with it, because Irv got family, Irv got kids, Irv got people that truly, genuinely care about him. And, you know what I'm saying, just to do some shit like that for shits and giggles on social media, regardless, I think that's nasty. Like 50, I don't know, bro. It's just like, y'all do better, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can still have ill feelings for that dude. Like, fuck him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It can still be fuck him.
I 100% agree. Like, again, like, things that happen can never be, like, nobody can ever take that away. Like, shit happened, cool, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. But out of respect for the family of the individual, you and the individual, y'all had y'all issues, cool, I get it. But out of respect for all of his loved ones, like, just you really don't have to do or say nothing. You don't gotta do nothing. See it, think your thoughts, and be gone. That's it.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Anyway,
let's get to it, bro. Blurred topic, blurred subject. Before the creme de la creme, before we put the icing on this well-made podcast cake that we baked for you guys, we got to talk about Fantastic Four: First Steps trailer. Came out. Like, we got to react, because
man, look,
we got to react. Johnny, Marvel's First Family is back. Teaser trailer has rocked the internet, especially in my house. I play that shit maybe once. Like, I can't contain my excitement, bro. I'm letting the cat out the bag. Yes.
Talk about it. I love it.
I'm in there. What day is it? July 25th, 20th. I don't care. I'm in there.
Whatever day it is, I'm going to Thursday night show.
Yeah, man. What?
I'm doing that one. Hey, man.
Fantastic Four: First Steps. What's up, bro?
Listen, man. I don't know if I share as much of a level as excitement as you. I'm not gonna lie, but that doesn't negate the fact that the trailer was fire.
Yeah,
doesn't negate it at all. It really feels like we're getting a comic book accurate depiction of the Fantastic Four. I love the fact that at the beginning of this film, they already have their powers. Maybe we'll get some type of backstory throughout the film of how they got it. I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
but I'm ready. I want them to get straight to it, which it looks like they're going to do. It's set on a different timeline, different universe.
Yeah,
that's in a it's set like the 1960s, but it's futuristic. Like that's the combination sounds fire. The combination sounds fire. Like it's amazing, right? I was after the announcement of Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic, I was on board because I fooled Pedro. Shout out to Pedro, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know if I missed it. Did they show him using his powers in the trailer? He's the only one whose powers we didn't see in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of bothers me. That bothers me. So that's like my one like negative take on it. But outside of that, I loved everything else. I love the shot of Galactus at the end. That was super fire. Yeah, man. It's great. It's great.
First family back. Hit the gunshots for me, bro. Hit the gunshots for me, bro. Yeah. I don't know why. This feels different, bro. I don't know why. This feel like the reset, baby. I feel like this was me, bro. Like they just should just sat on shit till we got here, bro.
That's funny.
But nah, I ain't gonna lie. Like I think because I am a fan of legitimately every actor that's playing the major roles. Mm-hmm. So to see them like this is kind of like an Avengers type of feel for me. Like you know what I'm saying? I've seen them in other projects, which leads me to believe that they can knock out the acting part of each character. That's why I'm here already. So especially my man from not the bear. Like he cooking too is the thing, but I'm talking about my man that's playing Johnny Storm.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Because his character in Stranger Things is just, I mean, bro, like it's like we cooking, okay? You know what I'm saying? We found the white one place Sue Storm. We out here. Pedro is Pedro. I vote for Pedro. Like I think we good, bro. But no, it's just that whole the score. I think of the film and just how they put it together. I think it's an alternate universe. It kind of gives Marvel a little bit more like free range to play with certain things and do certain things, and that's why it looks like the way it does. And I'm kind of excited for that. I think the only reason they didn't use Mr. Fantastic's skills like shown in there because they gotta clean that shit with the CGI, and we'll talk about CGI, possibly missteps in the next segment. But I think that's why, and that's always been a complaint of Fantastic Four films. Mr. Fantastic's powers not looking good, so we might have to wait on the movie for that. You know what I'm saying? Because like. Even in the first 2005 and 2007 films, that shit, right? And then we look at the reboot. And then if you look at Mr. Fantastic and not WandaVision, but Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
It's like and that was just 2 years ago? 2.5, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Like that. Well, you got some work to do, baby. You got some work to do.
So with that, what do you think about the Things look?
I think he looked all right.
Yeah, I like the look. He doesn't look overly like overly big. Like again, he looks more comic accurate. He's not super big, but he's not like skinny.
Yeah.
Like a rock, like a fucking rock.
I thought it was cool. Like that whole and then family.
on that Fast and Furious.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, here you go, like the family. I know y'all family, but
I know, right? Type shit.
Type shit.
But no, man.
We here though.
Let's do it.
Captain America, Brave New World, man, dropped this past Friday. We're recording on Sunday.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. If you haven't seen it, you know what I'm saying, stop the podcast, come back, vibe with us once you kind of seen that. I've been ducking and dodging spoilers all weekend, honestly, since Wednesday for real. But Johnny, you seen the film in its entirety. We're here to review. What do you think about the film itself? What did it live up to expectations or not? I'm coming
right off the bat and saying it. I think this lived up to every expectation that I had. I thoroughly enjoyed this film. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought I expected it to follow the Captain America lineage as far as films go. But it does seem like this film was a little bit on a smaller scale versus, I would say, Captain America 2 and 3. But still but still to me a very great film. I really enjoyed this film.
Okay. I'll say this: did it meet expectations? Yeah, it met it because I didn't think I didn't know, brother. But did I enjoy it? Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I think there's good, bad, and ugly here, but I enjoyed the film. That's because I just seen it today, so it's fresh, baby. We here, bro.
It's right there. It's right there.
It's right there. So I don't know, bro. Like, let's talk about the good in the film.
Okay.
What do you think the good in this film was?
I think the first good thing, honestly, is Sam Wilson as Captain America. Like I know, now you and I, we follow the whole story. We didn't see Falcon and Winter Soldier, we didn't seen all that, but I don't necessarily think an individual would have needed to see Falcon and Winter Soldier in order to see this movie. Now, is this a Captain America film? Yes. And I don't really necessarily find this as a gripe, but this also feels like a soft Incredible Hulk sequel. What, 16 years later. But I think it meshed well how a comic book would usually do. Like I really enjoyed that. I love the sidekick. I thought he was great. I love the integration of smaller details throughout the MCU, like the president's security detail head, who was a former Black Widow. Like I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed seeing Isaiah in there. Like I really enjoyed those points in the movie.
Yeah. The good in the film, like I think. Okay, I'm getting all over the place. The film itself is cool, right? All those points that you brought up actually kind of lead to some of the bad things that I see in the film. I'm not a fan of this being a Hulk Part 2. Like I'm not. Like all the villains are Hulk villains. like the whole, all of them. Like Cap ain't got one side villain over here that we can use. No, it's all right, cool. So we got Red Hulk, we got Leader, then we got the Serpent Society. All these people is low key beating the brakes off of you. Like that was like, okay, maybe I'm just getting to the bad because I think it was some good. I think I enjoyed the film for what it was, but I just see it with such an analytical eye, especially with everything that Marvel is trying to do and trying to wrap up. Do I enjoy? Like I enjoy Sam bringing Torres along. Maybe I'll start there. That's a good point. Like him bringing somebody else along and helping, and Torres actually helping him believe that he's Captain America too. Like what I'm saying, like. Knowing that he has his sidekick and knowing that, hey, I looked up to you as something, what I'm saying, kind of helped confirm that he is supposed to be Cap. Right. Bucky kind of coming in, showing, hey, Steve chose you for a reason. So even at these turns where we kind of addressed it in the show, you know what I'm saying, your insecurities as being Captain America kind of showed back up again because you didn't want to take the super juice, which you probably should have. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he didn't want to take the super juice.
Let's talk about that. So no, he did not take the serum. He didn't.
No.
For his own personal reasons. Cool.
Yeah.
He wasn't okay. I feel like the fights were pretty even outside of the Hulk, even though imagine that you are a human. Yeah, you got a vibranium suit, but you fighting a Hulk. Like I think he did okay to fight a Hulk. I get it. Like I thought that was dope. Now, as far as some of these other fights, I thought these other fights were dope as well. He wasn't getting his ass kicked like that, not for real.
No, he wasn't getting his ass kicked, but like it felt like you ever seen like fight choreography and it looked like they're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the fights. Like you know what I'm saying?
You thought it looked
5,
like
6.
that? You thought it looked like that?
Yes. Because listen, think about how Cap was fighting Balrog. I mean, what's the dude?
Balrog?
Oh no, Balrog.
That's Street Fighter, my boy. That's crazy.
Well, wasn't that dude named Ball something? Ball Hog something? It was something, man.
That's funny as fuck, bro.
No. Okay. But remember the fighting in Winter Soldier, right?
Yeah.
Because this is like we got to compare the two because this is what they were trying to recreate.
Yeah.
Man, the fight sequences in that was way better.
I am.
It was quicker with the punches. Like it was like, like man, it looked like hey like
Stop.
no,
No,
it
nah,
it did
nah,
it
nah.
did it man. The fight sequence was trash.
Now, after seeing this movie, I definitely said I would see this again. So maybe I'll go watch it again because I ain't get that out of seeing the first movies.
Them first few, man, hey, it's kind of slow. Like,
But
hey,
then,
Anthony Mackie.
but also maybe now I'm not completely refuting your point here.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's because Falcon has those wings that he has to fight, that he's fighting with as well. Like he has to incorporate that into it as well. So maybe that's where some of the choppiness comes from. I don't know.
Maybe not. It's not just all on the Sam Wilson part. I'm talking about like Henchman 1, 2, and 3. Like it just it didn't look like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen better fight choreography from this. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So I'm just talking about from this contained low level street level universe. Like I've seen that, and I've seen y'all done better. That's the benchmark I'm putting it against.
I got you.
But like I said, I enjoy that. I enjoy the fact that you got to have some political the espionage stuff. Like we got to pretty much do Easter egg hunts and stuff like that, treasure hunts and all that. We got to go over here to get this and stay away from him. So I enjoyed that aspect of the film. I think it moved along real well. It wasn't too much slow. It wasn't slow for real. It wasn't.
True.
I think we got to the points. You know what I'm saying, when we had to.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I think that. Now I'm getting to the bad. Now
go for it, bro.
I don't think I'm gonna go crazy. It's just like I said, it's an Incredible Hulk Part 2. Like we could have just had Bruce Banner here, bro. Like, and this is the thing: when you start putting all those elements into it, it makes me feel like it's not Cap's story anymore. They could have put this in anybody's film. You know what I'm saying? This could have been a Black Widow film. This could have been, like I don't know, but it just didn't. It didn't feel a self-contained story because of all the Hulk elements, right? And I know you can't do a Hulk film, but let's get this Red Hulk. Let's press this button and get people in here. And then he beat them. Beat yourself.
I see. I hear what you're saying, and honestly, I understand your perspective on that. I get it. I do get it. But I feel like, yes, the villains, like the president, Thaddeus Ross, was introduced in the Incredible Hulk. Cool. And we've seen him throughout the MCU.
Yeah.
Actually, and hell, the last Captain America, he was in Civil War. He's the one that introduced
the Soviet
Accords. So Thaddeus Ross being here, I get it. I think the marriage between Captain America story and the Hulk story in this particular film, I thought it was a good marriage, especially with Thaddeus Ross being the anchor. How we seen Thaddeus Ross throughout, how he introduced the Sokovia Accords, how we know Thaddeus Ross's relationship with the Avengers, before Endgame and all that. I thought that was the perfect bridge between the new Captain America and what we know from Thaddeus Ross's backstory, from being in the Hulk and all that. I thought this was the perfect marriage between the two. I thought it all worked. Sam Wilson never even knowing who Samuel Stearns is, even though he was introduced in Incredible Hulk and we haven't seen him since then. Like I thought that was great for him to learn about a villain that he had never seen before. Like because these are the types of things that we see in comic books all the time. Like I thought it was great. I really loved it.
I just know because we know business too, so it's like I know what y'all wanted to do. That's why I don't really agree with it. Like it's cool, and then like I have to disagree with the point that you didn't have to see Captain America and Winter Soldier. I mean, or
Falcon and Winter Soldier. Yeah.
Now you had to see this. It's too many elements.
Give me a couple. Like
Sam Torres, you got Isaiah Bradley. Why should we care about this old man so much if we didn't see the show?
I will absolutely give you that one. I will absolutely give you that one.
Torres too. Why should we? How do we know that he's Falcon and like they have this partnership and like I'm really trying to be the new Falcon? Like if you've never seen the show,
yet so Isaiah Bradley, 1000%. I give you that one. Torres, I'm maybe like 50. I might be 50-50 on. I might be 50.
Now, why would you be 50-50? Because he's introduced in the show.
No, you're right. He is introduced in the show, but it's almost like when this is kind of like when Sam was introduced in that was Winter Soldier, right?
Yeah, he was introduced in Winter Soldier. Yeah,
in the Winter Soldier. I feel like this is kind of the same thing.
But
without knowing any backstory on Torres, I feel like his introduction in this movie was okay. I ain't saying it was perfect. I'm not saying it was perfect. Well, I'm just saying it's okay.
Their friendship is still based on what they built and what's name, and then not even to mention the fact that Bucky is there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though we know Bucky completely from movies, but a lot of the character arc and stuff that they got came from the show.
Yeah. Now, that's one of my issues with it is that we didn't get enough Bucky in this film. That's definitely one of my issues. And not even because of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, just because Bucky has been such an integral part in Captain America films as a whole.
Yeah. Yeah, so and then he could have helped.
No, man,
nigga needed help. Help me.
Well, I don't know. They did a lot of flying over there at Tiamat Skeleton, so I don't know how much know how much help he could have been. I don't know if he fly planes.
But tying in the antimanium. I mean, is that how you say it? Antimanium?
Adamantium.
Okay,
there you go.
Okay. Spell it out, follow it out. But no, it's your boy. But I mean, they did a good job just of bringing all this nuance in from other films. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got the Incredible Hulk stuff over here. You got the That Azz Ross. You got the Raph coming back. You got Tiamat over here. Like, all this stuff had to come together, and that's where I feel like it kind of dilutes. If this is Cap's story, or we just doing trailer stuff for another, we trying to make Winter Soldier all over again, letting this movie be a nexus to the other shit that we got going. You know what I'm saying?
And see, that's
what it feels like. That's what it feels like.
This felt like a mix between Winter Soldier and Civil War to me, because the leader, to me, felt a little Zemo-esque. Like, but with the leader pulling all the strings behind the scenes, using or assisting Thaddeus Ross getting to president, him feeding Thaddeus Ross those pills to eventually turn into the Red Hulk. Him hiring the Serpent Society to steal the adamantium, knowing that Thaddeus Ross would have sent Captain America to retreat. Like, him doing all of that behind the scenes felt Zemo-esque to me, which I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed that.
Yeah. One thing I did enjoy, I felt like I seen the whole film before I went to the movies.
Oh,
like nothing about this had any element of surprise.
Yeah. I really think they should have killed the Red Hulk under wraps. Like, they should have really.
That's too. We sell it. We are selling this
selling point.
Yeah, that is the selling point. And then it's kind of like you should have kept the leader underneath wraps.
Yeah.
If he's the true villain, right?
Yeah.
You use Giancarlo with all the gun stuff in the trailer. You have Red Hulk hulking out. Cool. Yeah. But somebody's pulling strings. So who is the person pulling strings? Is it Dr. Doom? Is it this? Is it that? Is it that? Like, and that would have been a great thing to leave out. But since we already knew it was a leader for months, it's kind of like, okay, we got 3 levels of villain here. Like, who like, you know what I'm saying?
That's funny. That's true. That's true. But
but so that's where I kind of like, all right, I think I seen the whole film. Like, and I don't need what little plot twist did we have here? Oh, it really was the leader that ordered all this stuff. And like, we didn't need you to tell us that, Giancarlo. We knew that.
We knew it.
But we appreciate you. You appreciate you doing that. But we didn't need, like, I think that was understood.
Right. Now, is there anything or anyone that you feel like you wish you could have saw in this movie?
Oh God.
I got one, but I don't know how she would tie in.
I don't know. I can't think of that.
I feel like somehow Sharon Carter, the power broker, should have somehow popped up in this film somewhere.
That's the one. Maybe they're saving it for Thunderbolts. Maybe that's the thing.
You know what? Well, that would be great too, because she may.
I mean, technically, that was a Thunderbolt. No. This was because Captain America, well, Falcon and Winter Soldier has John Walker and all that's to a plot line, right?
Yes.
Okay,
And,
so maybe
and a power broker. I think she was.
yeah,
in
the power, all that was
Yeah.
all that was over there. So
Yep.
that's where we got introduced to what's our girl that's over the Thunderbolts? That one?
Oh, Val.
So you
Yeah.
got that whole subplot from that going to Thunderbolts when it probably should have been used over here. You know what I'm saying?
So okay, with that, Bucky's appearance, right? Now we get what, less than 5 minutes of screen time with Bucky?
Yeah, if that, yeah.
Now this, I feel like his appearance did something that it did something well that I feel like Marvel, the MCU, should get back to. Now, granted, I wanted Bucky in this film a lot more than what he was.
Yeah.
But it literally leads into his role in the Thunderbolts, because he's currently running for U.S. Congress, right? And that's a major role for his part in Thunderbolts. And I thought that was fire.
No, I like that. I like that, and I like the fact that pretty much another Black Widow was crushing on him or whatever today. Like I thought that, and I knew it was something up with her because they were showing her. I was like, what is this woman with the big ears about to do? What's she about to do? Like, oh, okay, she's a Black Widow. Okay, it makes sense.
That's hilarious.
It makes sense. But let's get to the ugly, if there's any. You know what I'm saying? I have.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
The ugly is the third act. The ugly is beyond. I mean, beyond him going Red Hope, we knew Sam wasn't finna beat him. Like it's hey, I know he used the Wakandan technology. You know what I'm saying? That's cool, bro. But that CGI and that Rose Bloom Garden, get that shit up out of here. That was disgusting.
The cherry blossoms, him and his daughter, the cherry blossom.
No. I'm with it because I told you when we did our predictions what was gonna happen. Hey, big guy, like you know what I'm saying? There was no way he was beating him. Like we knew that. But I'm just talking about the CGI of the screen. Like that was it was disgusting. It was disgusting. And there was the other thing too, right? Big plot hole, right? So after he, does the Wakanda technology, like, Black Panther Bruce, and he kind of, knocks the Hulk out, where did all the people come from? Like, you remember all the people ran up like, hey, Sam, are you okay? Like, where did these people come from when he was fighting? Like, and it was just a big boom, and it, like, ripple waved and stuff like that. How did you guys not get knocked out? Like, how did you guys just run up? You know
they ain't come out the sky. They ain't come out the sky.
No. It was little Black Widow, the other Black Widow, and then you got bystanders. Like it's like, where did they come from? Like it was just like they were just fighting in the street, and y'all was standing around.
Oh, bro, that's funny. That's funny.
Come on, bro.
I thought they could have been on their way.
The hater misses nothing. I saw it.
They could have been on their way while the fight was happening, and then as soon as the boom was over, they could have been right out of the radius of the boom. So when it was over, they just pulling up.
Because they showed the aerial view of the boom. Because you got to do that when you do the Wakanda stuff, right? And it's like a big wave of energy. How did these regular people, Captain ain't he regular? He regular. He ain't even got this. He regular. So how did he survive? Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's like you got regular Widow over here and you got bystanders. I was like, get this shit out of here, bro. Get this bullshit out of here.
Oh my god. Oh, that's funny. That's
get that bullshit out of here. Outside of that, the movie was good. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Everything I am, I'm nitpicking. I promise you, right?
I tried to make it make sense, bro.
That ending? Oh no, man. That wasn't it, bro. That wasn't it,
bro. That's funny. That's funny. I don't have any ugly things. Like
that CGI was disgusting, and then I ain't gonna hold you. Me watching enough stuff that been shot on Tyler Perry studio, I can tell that White House looks trash.
Oh damn!
Like that, you can take, bro. If I show you some other stuff that got Tyler Perry studio shit, and you see that White House, you can be like, oh my god, it's like Marvel cameras came and saved it. Like it looks like a set.
Look, I know
that was
a sister scene when I see it.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like when stuff shot in Tyler Perry Studios, it looks like a set. And that's a problem for me. Not to say, I know the White House, you just can't be going up to the White House 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue shooting films. I know that. But hey, yeah, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Damn. Okay, well,
hey, before we get to like just rating the film, because I know we doing our numbers today. What did you think about the post-credit scene?
So I liked it. I like the post-credit scene, and the post-credit scene is Sam Wilson talking to the leader in the raft. The leader is basically saying, pretty much what the audience already knows.
Yeah.
But I'm realizing Earth's Avengers have no clue about the multiverse. Like it didn't click to me until I saw that scene. Sam Wilson, Torres, anybody that's not really like super powered doesn't know about the multiverse. Hell, the Hulk probably doesn't know about the multiverse yet. He probably knows about it theoretically, but doesn't know it's real. Like, and that put things into perspective for me. Like, okay, we know Doctor Strange and all that. We know they know.
Yeah,
these grounded heroes, they still don't know what's coming.
Oh no!
And I was like, oh damn, that's right.
Spidey would know, but he don't. Just off the strength of how his movie ended.
Exactly.
Spidey would know. No, he don't know.
So it's dope, and kind of skipping ahead a little bit to the Thunderbolts. Apparently, maybe the ending of the Thunderbolts may play into a bit of what leads into Doomsday as well, with like Battle World and all that. I don't know if that's true. I'm just seeing a lot of rumors and speculation, but it's just it really put into perspective. Yeah, we've known about the multiverse for years now, but there's still a subset of these Marvel characters that don't know about it yet, and that kind of reignited the excitement about it for me.
Let me ask you this, and this is a hypothetical question, right? With them doing all this to bring on Harrison Ford and make the Red Hulk, appear on screen, we haven't seen a Hulk rage out in a very, very long time.
Yeah.
Do you think they shelved that character, or to find a way to bring him back? Because he's in jail, like, so it's open ended. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But do you think they bring him back?
The only way I see them bringing him back is if they need him to fight during like Doomsday or Secret Wars or some shit like that. If we just talking about regular film, Captain America 5 or whatever, absolutely not.
Let me ask you this: do you think it's a Captain America 5?
Nah, probably not. Now that's unfortunate, because again, I enjoyed this, and this could be the start of a Sam Wilson Captain America trilogy. It could be, but
I'm not upset at the idea of it, because if we go back and look at it, the first Captain America, it was alright.
That's what I'm saying.
It's alright, but they turned up in that second one. You know what I'm saying? That's the hardest bounce back we've ever seen. That is crazy.
For sure. For sure. So
but now, out of 5, bro, how you rating this one, man?
I'm keeping it a book. Like, off the one watch. I just saw it yesterday, and I'll probably see it. I'll see it again probably when it come on Disney Plus. That's one I'll actually run back to rewatch, because it's not many of them I rewatch. But honestly, off the strength of seeing it one time, I'm giving it a 4. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this film.
Even with me kind of doing my nitpicks and stuff like that, I still find it to be enjoyable. I do. Like, I think that political espionage factor will be enough to reel me back in once it's available on Disney Plus. But I'm gonna go 3 3.25, so 3.25. Like, you know what I'm saying? Somewhere in there. Like, I think if I watch it again, I have way more enjoyability. But right now, it was just way more critical for me, because I knew he was doing this. So,
got you. And then last point, like, the underlying thing in this movie is low key. This was kind of like a black film. Like, it was led by Sam Wilson for sure, but it was a lot of black mannerisms, black speech, black dialogue. Like it was kind of black. And
everything connected to him was black and ethnic, right? His OG is black, his sidekick a person of color, even his contact within the administration was black. So
yeah, even him at the end telling Torres while he was in the hospital, like, the reason I'm always on point as Captain America is because even as a black man, I've had to be on point, because if I'm not, like, anything could happen to me. Like that. I was not expecting to hear that in this movie, but when I heard it, was like, damn, like, I mean, facts, but shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
damn.
It happens.
Yeah,
it
man.
happens.
So
yeah, man. But yeah, clearly that was the end of our docket. But hey, let us know what you think about Captain America: Brave New World if you were fortunate enough to see it by the time this hit the airwaves.
Word up. Listen, we at the end of the docket. Yep. There is no song of the week this week. So if you're on audio, if you're on YouTube, wherever you at, just let us know what you think about the topics we discussed today. On YouTube, hit the comment section.
Yep.
Hit the notification bell. And yeah, man, we'll get back at y'all. Thumbs up. Oh, yeah, hit that thumbs up, all that. And we will catch y'all next week.
Yeah, next week, man, for sure.
And we out.
Chill.
Peace.